Hi. Yep, it's all true. Guys, I'm actually shocked at how many of you didn't even know this. It's been out in the open for a few hundred years, a couple of hundred years. I don't want to be nasty and I don't want to seem arrogant, but you guys in the States, in America, you have been so duped by your government over all the years that it's actually frightening. You are the most ill-informed nation on the planet. I'm not going for any characters at all. I've traveled the States, met some wonderful people, but your powers that be, they have you so hoodwinked. Seriously. The USA blackout of information is scary. That's the scary stuff, not this microchip implant. Guys, the microchip implant is coming. It's all it's to do with is a cashless society. That's what they want, is a cashless society, no more money. And they will have full control over you. But so what? What's the big deal? You're just scared because they can see what you're doing and where you are. Ooh, yeah, that is nasty to lose your privacy. Personally, if it makes life easy for me, I'll take it. If my God-given intuition tells me that it is the physical mark of the beast that the Bible speaks of, I certainly will not take it. If I take it mistakenly, I'll just rip it out my arm. Let me get this military beret off my head. Guys, this has been prophesied for years and years and years. Your $1 bill, you guys in the States, with the eye of providence. Providence meaning money. Novus Ordo Seclorum is written on the bottom in Latin, meaning New World Order. They're doing it, and you ain't going to stop it. But it's not going to be as easy for them to institute as you think, because a lot of people will refuse it. People who've taken it and then have realized they don't want it, they'll be ripping it out their flesh. So these guys are going to have a pretty hard time implementing it until they bring you to your knees and you start starving, etc., 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 because you will not be able to buy or sell without this microchip. You won't be able to do anything. You won't basically exist. But there are a lot of people who don't want it. There are a lot of people who do. A lot of these poor Satanists, because, 666 market beast, they're all flocking for it. A lot of them think they have this secret knowledge, and they certainly aren't going to have it. Take it, because they don't want to be controlled. I feel sorry for these Satanists. Very sorry. They've looked for the truth, and they haven't found it in, what can I say, in the church and other spiritual walks of life. So they've gone into some man-made religion by Anton LaVey. They basically, and anyone who watches this Satanists, go for it, have a slinging match. But you're basically very, very mentally unwell. Trust me. Your belief system, if you want to call it a religion, it's for people who are not well in the head. It's vile. But my heart goes out to you. A lot of New Agers are flocking to take it because they are wanting to bring in the age of Aquarius. And a lot of New Agers think that they are going to dupe the system, and they're not going to take it because they don't want to be controlled. New Age, there's nothing new about it. There's nothing new under the sun. It's all flaky. A lot of truth, but a lot of error. It's all flaky. New Age, New Age, New Age. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, so it's coming. There will be a day when you will have to choose whether or not. As I said, if it makes my life easier, I'll take it. I feel my God-given intuition is telling me not to take it, I certainly will not take it. More people know about this than you think. I cannot believe the ignorance of you Americans. I'm not being nasty to the individual. Your government has had you so fooled. Zeitgeist purely means spirit of the times. It's not a good or a bad thing. So when the guy who made the video referred to zeitgeist, he's saying that the spirit of the times right now is bad, and it sure is. Greed, Novus Ordo Seclorum, New World Order. It's on your $1 bill. I showed you. Above the pyramid. So it's all about money, it's all about greed, and it sure is coming a one world government. The New World Order. They don't care about you, so don't think you're so important. They care about the masses, and only care about you if you start kicking and making a big noise about it. So don't start suffering from delusions of grandeur, because you're just a number. Seriously. It's the masses they want. And the you make up the masses. So the few of you that kick against the prick, yeah, you'll have a tough time. A lot of people want to go back to the bartering system, people who are in the know and who know that this is coming. So a lot of people won't take it, and it's going to be mayhem in the beginning. People will refuse it. Once they've taken it in error, they'll be ripping it out of their flesh until the government of the world, or the government of the world, brings them to their knees through starvation, etc., etc., crime, etc., etc. They will then be asking for it. They'll be begging and pleading for it, and able to be enabled to live a normal life. So guys, again I say this is nothing new. Nothing new. I was brought up with all this information. It's not a conspiracy, it's fact. I'm a plethora of knowledge. I don't want to sound arrogant, but this is getting too long. But you better believe it. Fact. Look it up on Wikipedia. Google it. There's so many sites that give information. I just can't believe the ignorance of you guys out there. Really, I can't. But basically, at the end of the day, it boils down to we're going to be given a choice. Mankind will be given a choice if he's going to worship an earthly king, leader, or if he's going to worship a spiritual, eternal king, God, Christ. That's what it's all about. So you guys are going to have to choose in the end, whether you like it or not, whether you believe or not. That's what it's boiling down to. People in the world are getting more and more desperate in all sorts of ways. Scientists tell us we only have 10 more years of oil left on this planet. Don't know if that's exactly true, but I reckon it's pretty much correct. Got to start looking for alternative fuel sources. In America, the American government, who think that they are the center of the world, certainly are not. They're in for a big fright because someone is above them. That's the Creator. And the Creator will see that things are done in His way, in His time. So you're basically given a choice of who you want to serve. Gods of this world, the leaders of this world through fear, or if you want to serve God, Christ. I'm going to end. At the end of the day, man does want to be controlled. No matter what he says, he always runs to his leader. There's strength in numbers. People want to feel part of the whole. No matter what people say, trust me, they want a leader. They want to be controlled. So it will come to that when you've got to make the choice of who you're going to be led by, who's going to be your leader, and who's going to control you. That's what it's all about. I have a lot more information, but this has been long enough. So adios for now.